All right. Okay, Sammy. Okay, I'm a little intimidated having Sammy here because he's like legit
Amazing.
natural at this stuff, and I'm not. So, so
Practice
happy
makes
that.
perfect.
Yeah, well, I hope so. For me, it might take a lot longer. So, Sammy, and just give us a little bit of background.
So my background, I first got hurt December 31st, 2016. It was, yeah, day before the new year, which is crazy. I actually had surgery like on the new year, so which was pretty crazy. Um, but I was at so I played first. I could start the story from so many ways, but I went to Sam Houston State University. I played football there. Um, but the funny thing is, I actually got hurt playing football at home, which is the crazy thing. So it was maybe like a week after playoffs. I went home for Christmas break, for the rest of Christmas break. And some of my friends asked me to come play like flag football or whatever, just like recreational. And I thought, cool, okay, I'll get a little workout in, something not too crazy, something simple. Um, and turns out it was a freak accident. I just took a bad fall and broke my neck, and I'm here now. It's I was at Baylor. It's Baylor Institute for Recovery or something like that. I was there for like 3 months. I felt like I was in jail, for sure. I definitely felt like I was in jail. But it's weird because sometimes I'm like, sometimes I wish I could go back to the hospital just because like they have everything like there for you, you know.
Right.
So there's like advantages and disadvantages in that, but I mean it's always good to be home for sure. But that's really about it. I mean, I'm here now.
Well,
So,
thank you for sharing the story and being a part of this.
yeah, for sure.
So you practiced yoga before this,
Yes.
right?
So, like I said, I played football at Sammy Houston State. I played there for 3 years before I got hurt. I had 1 more year left, and we would do yoga all the time in the off season, and it was pretty intense too.
Yeah.
I think it's a lot more tedious than people think it is, but it benefits you a lot. And I got real flexible from yoga, for sure, most definitely.
Yeah.
And yeah.
So how does the yoga that we've been practicing here? How is it different?
The yoga here is different because, well, for one, I think we're focusing on different stuff. I feel like the yoga there was just for like stretching and strengthening and stuff like that. But here, I know me and you personally, like we talk about different stuff, and we talk about how the yoga can tie into how your mind works and how you breathe and all that stuff. We didn't do any of that stuff, when I was just doing yoga for football.
Right.
And like I was saying, like we talk about how it helps like with your mindset and stuff like that. So like you've given me like a whole bunch of gems, like I've learned so much from you just being here like this short amount of time, So it's completely different from the yoga that I used to do. It's a whole lot better too, so.
Oh, awesome. I'm glad you said that. Made you feel like set.
For sure.
So what are some of those gems and those tools that you've noticed that you use?
Well, we actually just said one before we started filming. If you're not doing something that I guess that like frightens you, you're not really like, what are you living for?
Yeah.
If you're not overcoming your fears. So
Yeah.
that's one. And I think another one is very simple. Just breathe, that's very important.
When do you find yourself kind of tapping into that breath? Like with any time you can remember where you kind of go, okay, I need to breathe right now? Or
All the time. Well, like I said, I told you I do it like all the time before bed, obviously, but just times when I get like overwhelmed and I get like way too in my head and start worrying about a whole bunch of stuff that's like 10 years in the future, you know what I'm saying, that I
Yeah,
have no
yeah.
control over. But once I, start breathing and taking it slow, it calms my mind down,
Yeah.
kind of gets me out of my head, so,
Yeah.
yeah.
So what's your advice to people that think, oh, yoga's a bunch of crap, it's a waste of time, it's for
Yeah.
hippies, whatever? What would you say?
I would say you're wrong, first of all, and I would say try it, because it's gonna make you feel better. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna help you stretch. It does a whole lot for your mind, So, and that's super important.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess I would say just try it. Give it open your mind up a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Sammy, thank you so much, and I look forward to seeing where you go on your journey, and hopefully we can do some more work together, because
Sure.
he's a professional and he's got to make these videos look good, because I don't know about it. Anyway, thanks, Sammy.
I appreciate it. Thanks a lot.